Hello, Power Work and fans of the Power Work. Klein here. I normally don't do this kind of thing because I felt like it had to be done. This video is part 1 of me trying to get my point across. So, let's begin. I want to wind the clocks back a year. August 31st, 2019. I wrestled the so-called GOAT of JTV and pinned him clean. Afterwards, he was a bit better, and he decided to tackle my knee out from under me and then throw me into the ring apron. And that's probably gotta be the worst attack, because it didn't even hurt me. Seriously, Cory, you can do better than that. I shrug off things like that in my sleep. I don't know what your plan was, but it was trash. You ain't no goat, Slick, but you do look like one. Now, I understand you were upset because I was far better than you in that match. But that was your first mistake, was attacking me. But I'm gonna let that slide for now. I want to fast forward to April 18th, 2020. I issued an open challenge to anyone for a match at the No Redemption pay-per-view, and you accepted. I didn't forget that god-awful attack you tried to inflict on me, but I thought that maybe we can just forget about that and have a great match together. Then you insulted me in the promo. You hurt my feelings, Cory. You hurt my feelings. Your second mistake was trying to attack me after my match with Ray Raiden on 122, and you failed miserably again. You're such a failure, Cory. Your final strike was having a woman fight your battles for you. What's the matter, Mr. All-Star? Were you afraid of fighting me face to face? Because in the looks of things, you're the lady in this business relationship, and Sophia is the real man. Props to her for even having the guts to hit me with a chair. And it's funny. No one knew what her name was until I mentioned it. How's that for breaking kayfabe? Now, I remember that you ditched JTV a while back for that dumbass FHW league, which it's unsurprisingly gone under and is now dead and buried. But then you came back and you were welcomed back with open arms. Hell, you were even given a title, for God's sake. You ruled this place and was a world champion, man. JTV back then was Cory's country. Well, newsflash, it ain't anymore. It hasn't been Cory's country in a long time. I've been here cleaning up the mess that you couldn't even be bothered to clean up. This is Colin's country now. I also remember when you spewed some shit nonstop about goals, one of which was to end my career. The rest was a bunch of other bullshit I couldn't remember. I couldn't care to remember, but that doesn't matter because your goals are pointless, just like your whole career, just like your title reign. You and me, we have both held multiple championships simultaneously, but the difference is that I retired 2 of mine and you lost 1 of yours. I didn't need those championships. I put them out the pasture like I'm gonna do to you at No Redemption. I've never been one to have goals because I personally don't believe in them. But since you wouldn't shut up about having them, I decided to make my own. Number 1 is to take that total championship away from you. One of the things in life that you love the most, I'm gonna snatch it away from you like the soul of a loved one. I'm the Grim Reaper. I am the personification of vengeance itself. Number 2 is crush whatever passion, determination, and will you have left, which from the looks of things isn't a lot. Your tank's about empty. Number 3 is to shatter your pride and ego. Now, the thing about pride and ego is that they can be dangerous to one's survival. They can corrupt a man, cloud his judgment. That's what you let your ego do. Finally, number 4 is snuff out any chance of success you have anywhere else. I've joined S&W to make your life hell. Same with WWE and maybe even BCW. Craig Mack, hit me up. My mission in life is to bury you 8 feet deep, Cory. I will not stop until I leave you a broken man and a parody of your old self. Actually, scratch that. You've always been a parody, Flash. You are about ready to self-destruct. All I have to do is light the fuse and stand back to watch the fireworks, and the show is gonna be spectacular. I'm gonna drive the final nail in the coffin. That is your ailing career. That will be the second and final part of getting my point across, which is that I am far better than you ever will be. We will have a match. We will meet in a hardcore match and no redemption with my hardcore title on the line. Your total title ain't on the line because you're too much of a pussy to actually defend it against me. I can do whatever I want in that match, and management can do fuck all to stop me. I'm gonna walk out of that match with my title until you're gonna be skin scraped off the mat with a shovel. Little So-So can do all she can to help you. She can hit me with as many chairs as she likes, but it ain't gonna do you any good. She can't save you. Neither can the monkeys in the back, because you're still gonna get your ass whooped. But if you're lucky to still have all your limbs intact, then I'll be gunning for your title instead of Hell in a Cell. I know your track record in the cell ain't that good. Lost to the guy who will get his ass handed to him by Tommy Hawkins. Mr. VIP, the very ignorant prick. That match against him was at Showdown 3. Oh, that's right, I've been doing my research. Shout out to Mark Bannon, love you, buddy. You've lost your world title to Trey Jeter at All-Star Extravaganza. Speaking of All-Star, you recently lost your All-Star Championship to Cassidy Dreams at Global Meltdown. You were in overtime and you still couldn't get the job done, could you, Cory? You have a bad history for doing that. Your whole career is you half-assing things and never getting the job done. Just like when you tried to attack me, you couldn't get shit done. That title went to a real, more deserving man. He's the real All-Star, not you. You got bit with the venom, didn't you? Now, I realize that this video has gone on for a bit, and I said what needed to be said. I'll see you at No Redemption, Mr. Goat. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. And one more thing. Little So-So, if you're watching this, no hard feelings about the chair, yeah? If you find that you aren't satisfied with your business relationship with Cory, which I'm sure is the norm with him when it comes to most women, then keep in mind that you can always tag with me. I'm a good businessman. This has been the Canadian Terminator, signing off. With a pocket full of chill, they really ran no